shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tennessee's offense has the ball first today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Cook. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 40. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line, they're going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man, it's Staley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Staley. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Off play action. Looking left. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Vols are on the move. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He caught it! They will score! Touchdown ball!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Short of Indiana's Curt Cignetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal call?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Willis. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Thomas. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Give to the running back. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Gill. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Ross.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Got it in the middle, it's Gill. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll open this third quarter with a run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Hey, coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They kick it away on fourth down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. To throw, it's Aguilar. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Looking for a gap. It's Willis. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just keeps slinging it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Orange will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The RPO, it's complete. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Matthews. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Gets it out quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Off the play fake on first down. A shot toward the end zone, and that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Thomas. Across the headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Willis. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
So now it's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Caught behind the line, it's Thomas. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On the ground, it's Willis. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Gill. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Gill. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the single back. Jukes his way for more. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.